Hey guys, it's Comic Pilot Studios here, and I do want to apologize right off the bat for the probably terrible mic audio and the kind of different style of recording here. I'm on the go currently on a trip, so I don't have access to all my usual equipment, so I do apologize for the probably really echoey audio, but I did want to share this with you guys. Great Adventure sent out a survey to some of their pass holders showing off 3 different coaster ideas for the future of the park. A few other Six Flags parks have also sent these out. I know Magic Mountain sent one out, and some of the Cedar Fair parks like Carowinds, Kings Island, Cedar Point, and a couple others also sent out variations of this. Each of them have different ride models, and these 3 are the ones that Great Adventure has. You see the Tower Coaster, the Indoor Outdoor Dark Ride Coaster, as well as the Family Thrill Coaster. We're going to start off by taking a look at the Family Thrill Coaster, discuss which one I think is the best option for the park out of these 3, if they should go with any of them, where they might go, etc. So the Family Thrill Coaster, I'm not going to read the whole thing here. You can read it yourself if you'd like. Essentially, it's going to become the longest family coaster on Earth with 3 launches. Looks like it has a spike as well, as you can see down here in this corner from this picture. Judging off the track style in these pictures, it looks like it could really be from any manufacturer, maybe Gerstlauer, Intamin, Vekoma, Zamperla. It's kind of hard to tell. I don't think it's Vekoma though, judging off that track. Could be Zamperla, again, hard to tell. But I think this would be really nice for the park since they're lacking a really solid family coaster. They have a couple good ones. They're a little older and not super thrilling though. This would be good for all ages though, not just kids, and I think it would be a really nice fit for the park. This would be nice to see maybe in the Golden Kingdom area of the park where they have that big gap between El Toro and Kingda Ka. This would fit perfectly over there and fill a pretty big hole in the park's lineup. But next up we have the Indoor Outdoor Dark Ride Coaster. It's funny, it looks like these pictures they used might actually be from like Planet Coaster or No Limits or something, but this is very similar to something like Revenge of the Mummy at Universal Studios Florida, Hollywood, and I believe there's a couple others. Basically, it's very similar to something like Skull Mountain where you have a pretty decent layout that's mostly indoors, but this time it looks like it's going to have a lot more theming than something like Skull Mountain. Honestly, I could see Skull Mountain maybe getting ripped out and they put this in its place. That might be why this is here. I don't necessarily think this is exactly what the park needs since they already have 2 indoor family coasters, and I don't really think they need another one. I think they need to focus on bigger thrills and other types of coasters. So I definitely think this is probably my least favorite idea of the 3. And then this other one, the Tower Coaster, is probably the most bizarre one. It's essentially a massive mock extreme spinning coaster, which those rides are awesome, but this layout they have here is really strange. You can see from the pictures here, you basically launch into a giant stall that also has a launch on it, and then you rise up to this massive 400-foot tower with like a turn at the top, and then you go backwards. Personally, I don't think the park should get this. They're just now building a shuttle coaster in Flash Vertical Velocity. They already have their Strata coaster with Kingda Ka, so there's really no reason to build another shuttle coaster that's just as tall, if not a little smaller than Kingda Ka. I think it's kind of redundant. We need a coaster with better capacity. I'd love to see a full-scale mock extreme spinning coaster that has a full circuit layout. That way you can actually have better capacity and not just rely on one train or have a turntable. I think I'd much rather see that. This model in particular though, this has been shown off as an idea for a couple of the Cedar Fair parks, and personally I just don't think it should really be built. I'd much rather see a full-scale coaster. But out of all of these, I do think the best one is probably this triple launching family coaster. I think this would make the most sense for Great Adventure. It would have some good capacity, would fill a hole in the park's lineup. I really don't think they need this dark ride coaster since they already have 2 of them, unless they redo Skull Mountain and have it be something like this. And the Tower Coaster, I really don't think it makes sense for the park since they already have 2 coaster models that are basically the same as this. They're basically just combining the 2 of them together and adding a spinning aspect to it, which I don't really think is necessary. I'd much rather see a full-scale multi-launch coaster that maybe has the spinning element. That would be really cool. But with all that being said, that's going to do it for this video. I just wanted to show you guys these 3 concepts they have for Great Adventure in the future. As for when this could come, maybe as early as 2026. Again, this is not the only options they're looking at. I imagine there's probably others that they have on the table, and they just put these out there to gauge guest interest. But if I had to guess, we'd probably see it at the earliest 2026, probably after that though. But if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.